CVA's AccuraSeries, Bagara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
All right, guys, it's time for this week's Picture of the Week. They're being brought to you by our friends over at Flowers Garden Center and Deer Processing. Y'all get down there, get them ready to finish, get them cleaned out for the year. They've got everything marked down that's left. They want to get it on out of there so they can start sharpening those knives and getting ready for deer season. Be sure to get down there and tell them thank you for everything that they do for us here at the show. All right, our first picture here, this is Phil Oliver. He was down on Wilson Lake. He is a buddy of our buddy, Mike Adams, down there, and Mike lives down there on Wilson now. And Phil caught this. This is a super nice fish right here that he got, but he wanted us to mention that this was on about a $10 setup. So he just wanted to throw that out. This is on a Shakespeare ultralight rod with some 3-pound test line with a little brim hook and a cricket. So he was just out doing some pan fishing, and he has got a nice crappie to put in the skillet tonight. Congratulations on that one, Phil. All right, our next picture here, this is Trace Madere, and this is his first ever stripe. They were actually down fishing at the Pickwick Dam, doing a little bit of fishing underneath the dam there. He was actually out with J.R. Sweat and his dad, Duck Madere, who a lot of y'all know, and Anthony. And they had a great day. He caught several stripe, but this was Trace's first. Congratulations on that one. All right, nice big blue cat here. This is Jimmy Jordan with a nice blue cat that he caught it looks like it was about 3 weeks ago. I don't have the date on this sheet here, but very nice fish. I know over the last 2 to 3 weeks, a lot of catfish have been caught, and right now is a good time to catch them in numbers. You want to go get those eating size cats and get them in numbers. Great time of year to do that. Congratulations on that one, Jimmy. And here on the end, one of my favorite fish to put in a scale. This is Parker Van Treese with a really nice red eye that he caught on a local creek here in Middle Tennessee. And we always get pictures from Parker. He's always out doing something. Wes, you know who he is.
Exactly.
Great young man. We appreciate all the pictures from him. He is a great outdoorsman. Y'all can send your pictures to us here, 474 James Robertson Parkway, or get them to me on Facebook or at the email there on the screen, and we're going to share them here on the show just as soon as we can. All right, welcome back, guys. You know, we were down there for 3 days, really, at the rendezvous. That was, again, at Wilson County Fairgrounds. And because setup day for all of us is, you know, pretty much just about as fun as the rest of the time. You spend a couple hours setting up and a whole bunch of hours sitting around talking and telling hunting stories and such. But guys, there really was a lot going on there. There was a lot to be learned. There was a lot to see. You know, I really enjoyed it, and I know that we were all kind of taken back with just the deer that came through the door. You know, we really were.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it was just good to see friends that you hadn't seen in 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Products that, you know, if you don't see firsthand, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's good to see some of them.
Put
like
your hands on them.
Sense,
you know, you can see them. Yeah, that's just like we can't do smell-o-vision here tonight, you know.
Right.
But you could see on Mountain Man's face there, he was serious. I mean, we all did that same thing. We went over there and you sprayed a little bit of that doe pee in that cup, and, you know, of course, it's a strong scent. And, man, you spray that black bottle in there, gone.
Yeah, that's
it was pretty impressive.
I wish we could take pictures of everybody's reaction.
Yeah,
every
put that on the
you
slide.
need to keep a reaction cam over there sometime.
We go to these shows. I mean, like we was up in Wisconsin this year a few months ago, and these people are, you know, they're like, oh man, everybody knows what the doe pee smell is, but when we do that, and they're like, then they're just trying their best, coffee cup stuck to their nose, and they're like, it's gone. And now they looked at us and said, man, are y'all related to David Copperfield? And we're like, no, man, it's just, But yeah, that's, it's just seeing y'all's reaction.
Yeah, you know, that was a perfect demonstration to show how good your product works. I mean, it got my attention. I kept bringing different people down.
I saw people, you know, all weekend going over and checking it out. But that's kind of one of the points of doing these shows. You know, people say, well, I can just order everything online now. Well, I can go, well, sure you can, but you can't do that. You can't walk up to the guys that produce the product, let them tell you about the product, let them show you an example of the product. But you found that through the whole room. You know, you had outfitters. You could go up and talk to the outfitters and talk about the best time to book a hunt, and they had specials on numerous. I think Roger booked about half the hunts down there. Man, he's going to be gone all fall.
Well, yeah, that good friend of mine that was there, Travis Bigger Bucks.
Yeah.
He gave away a free hunt. to I think it was
Hope Outdoors.
Yeah, Hope Outdoors.
He
Yeah,
did.
Sure
Of course,
did.
we work with Hope Outdoors a lot here on the show, and he did. You know, just another example of the relationships and the connections that get made at these shows. You know, it's not it's not just about products and things. I mean, it's almost just a big, you know, family get together.
It was, you know, and that's the best part of it.
Yeah, because I caught myself walking around periodically, say hi to people I haven't seen in so long, and of course, you get to catch up, what's going on. I mean, it's like a family reunion.
Yeah.
And that's where we were having fun. And of course, when people would come down to our booth and they're like, so and so sent me down here. Well, I know what he sent you down here for. And, you know, of course. But then I would want to get out, just walk around and, you know, get to see like the gun safes that were right across from us.
They had
Unreal.
some nice safes. Now that was the Nashville Safe House, Mark Brassfield over there. A lot of you are familiar with Mark. He works with us here at the show, and he has some beautiful safes down there. Some of those he actually helps to design. He helps Browning design these, and they are. I mean, obviously they're safes and they do what they're supposed to do, but these are nice. I mean, they had American flag inlays and custom set inlay. You know,
being right across from our booth, my wife happened to show up. I'm like, hey, how much money we got in the checking account?
You know, go and work me a deal across the aisle here.
Yeah. But the best spot I went to, I think it was over behind y'all's booth. They were cooking steaks in that seasoning, and I don't know, did y'all go over and eat it?
Did we go eat it? We had to sit there and smell it the whole time, you know. And they kept us hungry the whole time. I believe that was that Lagnap, if I'm saying that right there, out of Cookville, Tennessee.
You had nothing but cakes on the other side.
We had nothing but cakes on one side, and we had Lagnap seasoning on the other side.
I'll tell you what,
and we had it made.
Well, whenever closing the show down, she come over and said, I got all this steak left. Y'all want it? And I was like, thank you very much. I'm good.
Have a good day. That's exactly right. I mean, it kept us hungry the whole time. But we had a great time doing that. Of course, Mountain Man was there. He was walking around. Everybody got a big kick out of him. He's such a good guy and he just brings light to the room almost. I mean,
He's just a down-to-earth person, you know.
Down-to-earth guy. Everybody wants to come up and meet him. Had a good time with that. And of course, this is open to the public, quite obviously, and a lot of people were there. But this was kind of started with Tennessee deer hunters, and the reason I mention that is it also gave us a chance to meet a lot of people that I feel like I've known for 2, 3, 4 years, talked to back and forth, and this is an opportunity to meet them.
Right.
You know, to really meet them, because you talk to so many people day in and day out. You might follow these guys or girls through their whole season and know everything about their season, but you know now you got a chance to meet them. So that was another, you know, big thing about it. Now, what about some of the seminars? I mean, I know those went pretty well too, and you got to stick your head in there on quite a few of those. What did you pull out of that, Wes?
Yeah, I mean, we had some great seminars. Of course, Parrish, you know, his seminar was great. Smokey's Deer Lures was a good seminar. You know, he teaches the gland technology type seminars. Jared Mills. From Midwest Whitetail. Joella Bates, you know, was a great seminar. You know, she just enjoyed that whole show.
She did, and I want to say too, we're talking about the booths and some of our favorite booths. I don't know that many of them were better in my eyes than walking down there and seeing those kids shooting those bows. She had them down there all weekend. There was constantly a line of kids standing there waiting to get their hands on those bows.
And they all had a smile on their face.
All of them smiling, you know, and shooting those targets. My kids went down there 2 or 3 different times. You know, they'd go back down and go shoot some more. But she's so patient with the kids and teaches them, just does such a good job. And that I think was one of the best, you know, the greatest additions you made to the show was having her there and bringing those kids in. You saw just on the video how many, and of course that's just a quick little video out of a whole weekend, you know, and there's so many kids that came through the doors, and that was one of the biggest goals too. That's why y'all didn't charge for kids, you know, you'll bring your kids with you, and people really did, and they got to get out there and see a lot of this stuff.
There was a lot of people excited that was just coming back to Tennessee, you know. Because I can remember 20, 25 years ago when we had it at fairgrounds, it was just big, and it was so full, but people are saying that they're glad it's coming back now. And, you know, we told them, just wait till next year, it'll be even bigger and better.
It is.
So that's what I told Wes Saturday. I was like, the foot traffic was phenomenal, because I saw more foot traffic Saturday than we did at shows that's been there.
Yeah, exactly. And
this
that's year one, and that's what we keep telling these guys. We have to pat them on the back every once in a while, because they had their goals set pretty high. But no, it was a fantastic show. And you done like me, you worked a lot of these expos.
Man.
And I've seen great ones, and I've seen not so great ones. And
you're just like, is it over yet?
Is it Sunday afternoon yet?
Growing up, in this area, though, I just, as a young hunter and a teenager, I look forward to this show every year.
Yeah.
Back when I was younger, it was there yearly.
One.
And, I would drive 100 miles to see it, but it's been a while since we'd had one locally, a deer expo.
It was great to have it back. Well, guys, we're going to go over right now and do this week's Product of the Week. This week's Product of the Week is being sponsored by Caney Fork Outdoors. You guys can find them at cfoutdoors.com or get off I-40 at the Center Hill Dam exit. Go to the bottom of the hill and make a right. You'll find them at the Big Rock Market. Let them get your belly full and get you outfitted and get you out on the beautiful Caney Fork River. All right, Parrish, you got something here in front of you tonight. Now, we talked a little bit about this bottle, but this is a totally different product. So tell us just a little bit about this.
Well, what we did, us being out hunters and fishermen, how many times have you had that fish smell on you, or you got your live well stinks or cooler from fish? That's what we heard a lot of people complain. Hey, can you come up with something? And we did after we really worked tirelessly to get this. Now you can throw it in, spray it in your live well. Once you get all that fish out of there, your cooler, what it does, it just kills all that bacteria in there that's causing that odor.
Right.
And so we used it, a couple weeks ago when we were in Arkansas at Lake Maumelle fishing. It just took it out. That's now people are really excited. No more fish smell.
Yeah, and this is an all-natural product.
Yeah,
that's something I want to make sure we mention too. This is all natural. You're not putting some kind of chemical in your boat, in your live well. This is just going to neutralize the smell.
You just get an empty bottle, and all you got to do is fill it up right here with water. Drop your ingredients, 5 minutes, and you got it.
Yeah.
And there it goes.
That's going to get used in mine here real soon. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Well, we appreciate that. Guys, we're going to go ahead and take another quick break. When we come back, we're going to open up the phone lines for you, and we'll have some more Southern Woods and Waters.